How's it going, everyone? This is Childhood DVD Fan here, and I am back with the video that I wasn't too sure if I was ever going to make. But I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I know this might upset some of you. And this will probably make a lot of you happy as well. Drake and Josh is officially back on the channel. For those of you that are going to be upset by that, let me explain why. I still do not condone the fact that Drake fucked around with an underage person. I still don't respect that. I still think that was a scumbag move. And I definitely lost some respect for him. I definitely did. But here's why Drake and Josh is back on the channel. Because I know there were a lot of you out there who enjoyed my Drake and Josh videos. Some of my most popular videos involve Drake and Josh, just like with Jeremy as well, my good buddy, who I'll talk about later on in this video if I remember. So that is the main reason why Drake and Josh is back, because, this whole thing with, the girl didn't really ruin Drake's whole reputation. People still like him. There's still a following out there. Not that I wanted that to happen, but you get what you get when you fuck around with someone underage when you're a grown man. But anyways, so I am willing to only look past that just for the fact that there's a lot of people out there who enjoyed that content that I made, and the channel's kind of been dry, quite frankly, since I made that video. And that's that's on me. That's not on you guys. That's on me. I just needed some time to really think about it. I've had some time. It's been, I think I don't know, maybe a month or two that whole thing happened. So I'm still not a fan of what Drake did at all. But I know how much you guys enjoyed the videos, so that's why it's coming back. I'm sorry if this upsets some of you who were on my side initially. Let me just say again, I do not accept what he did, but I'm only doing it because I know how much you, my subscribers, enjoyed it. So, I first thought when that whole thing went public for the first time was complete anger, but I've had time to think about it, and that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be the video that originally was supposed to come out a month or two ago, but it got pushed back when that whole shitstorm happened. And that is me ranking my least favorite Drake and Josh DVD to my all-time favorite. Now, I've already done this with Zoe 101. That was the replacement. It was originally supposed to be Drake and Josh. I'll put a link, go check a link in the description below to this video, and you can go check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. But it's finally time to do the Drake and Josh one. So without further ado, let's get started. Now I have a couple of extra DVDs, and I have the VHSs here because I might as well knock those two out of the way as well. A few of these DVDs I'm not going to really include on the list, but of specifically this, because they're not 100% Drake and Josh related, and one of them is kind of weird, but I'll still give you my listing. So Drake and Josh had two VHSs, unlike Zoe 101 that only had one, so I didn't do a VHS ranking for that because Zoe 101 only had one. Now, I'm not including my bootlegs or the CDs in this either because, once again, one CD, Drake and Josh only had one CD. If they had two or more, I would do a ranking, but they only had one. And the bootlegs, anybody can make the bootlegs. So there's Drake and Josh Go Hollywood on VHS and Suddenly Brothers. So out of the two of them, my least favorite, although I still love both of them, is Go Hollywood. The only reason why is because it's just the movie. The VHS only contains the movie. It doesn't contain any of the bonus content, which is huge for the DVD. So there you got the ink label. I've never seen a sticker version for Go Hollywood. Never have. It's just the movie. I mean, it's great. This is great, but it's just the movie. It doesn't have any of the bonus content or anything else. It's just the movie, which is fine. but you know, the DVD version is better. So that is my least favorite of the two Drake and Josh VHSs. That used the Go Hollywood on VHS used to be my favorite, but I thought more about it. And then my favorite is Suddenly Brothers. Now, even though, and once again, this is I'm the only one. I have never seen anyone else that has had the ink label version for this. Everyone else that I've seen that has this has the sticker version, which I originally had. So I'm blessed to have this version, which I believe this is the Canadian version, by the way, because it has a different screen thing when the preview is about to begin. You know, even though they changed around the songs for Josh with the karate and Pilot, you know, to some like generic cheap ass song from the original, which was Dig In. And the same thing with Doom Buggy as well. They changed some songs when they were in the Doom Buggy for copyright reasons, I guess, at the time. Very kind of weird. But, you know, it's just, it's the first two episodes, like basically 90% unedited. So it's really classic to get that footage on VHS. So those are the two VHSs. That's my ranking for those. Coming up next here, these are not 100% related Drake and Josh items because I have other shows on them, but I did this for the Zoe 101 video, so I might as well do it for here as well. First up, I think it's pretty obvious, the only two DVDs, least favorite of the two that have Drake and Josh content on them but aren't 100% Drake and Josh related is Teen Nick Picks 1. The reason why, I think it's pretty obvious if you've watched my videos before. We're Married. You know, this is an episode that is on the best of seasons 3 and 4. This wasn't exclusive for about a little over 2 years, from 2006 till Amazon released best seasons 3 and 4 in the summer of 2008. But, you know, We're Married, not one of my favorite episodes, and the fact that it's not an exclusive episode to the DVD anymore just makes it a little less, you know, whatever. There's only two reasons I have this DVD for the item, for the nostalgia cover here, and it's part of the collection. Those are the only two reasons I really have this DVD. There's really not much to watch on this DVD. I guess if you're, you know, Romeo, which, you know, Romeo, I got to make a video at some point about how Nickelodeon thought Romeo was going to be better than Drake and Josh. If you don't know the backstory on that, I'll get into that one day down the road. But, you know, just not a great DVD. I mean, you know, obviously Drake and Josh DVDs are not cheap. Some of them can go for a lot of money, but if you want an episode of Drake and Josh, this is pretty cheap, so go for this. And then this one, on the other hand, this one is a huge, huge part of the collection. Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Winners Collection. The reason why is because this is the only mainstream, keep in mind, mainstream, bootlegs, you can get anything on bootleg, but mainstream-wise, this is the only way you can get Who's Got Game on this DVD, or this episode, is with this DVD. You cannot get that episode anywhere else except for this DVD, which is why this is one of my favorite DVDs. And not only that, but Krusty Towers is also, I think, like my second favorite SpongeBob episode of all time, maybe even number one. You know, the fact that they have an exclusive episode of Drake and Josh, I mean, you know, you can get whatever on bootleg, but mainstream-wise, if you want Who's Got Game, Season 4, Episode 5, this is the only way you can get it. So that's why I really enjoy this DVD set. Now, let's get into the actual... Actually, no, I take that back. And then another one, I'm not going to count this as part of the DVDs because this is just a re-release, and I will rank these DVDs, obviously. But this one, you know, I'm not going to include on the list as well because there's really no point. I have the originals as well. So, you know, this is once again, I want it for two reasons, just like with the Teen Nick Picks 1. It's part of the collection. And, I mean, look at the cover. It's pretty badass. And this is a mainstream one. This is basically the re-release of combining Suddenly Brothers and Go Hollywood into one release instead of two releases. And I did make an insert for these DVDs. You know, I'm not going to include this one in the video because this is just a re-release. I had the originals. Anyways, now we're 10 minutes in. Now we're getting into, everything. All right, so my least favorite Drake and Josh DVD, as far as 100% Drake and Josh items, no re-releases, no, part of other sets with other shows or etc., has to be the Best of Seasons 1 and 2 re-release. Now, out of all the Drake and Josh DVDs, this is my favorite DVD, obviously, because Drake Bell signed the DVD cover and the first disc with him on it. Now, if I were to get rid of all the Drake and Josh DVDs when I'm older, if I was on hard times or whatever, I mean, I would really have to really struggle with letting this one go. But I'm not talking, autograph-wise or whatever, which is fantastic. I'm talking content-wise, what episodes are on the DVDs. And this one, I just have to be honest. This one is, inferior because there is a much better Best of Seasons 1 and 2 out there, which we will get into later on. This is the Australian 2016 basically re-release of the Best of Seasons 1 and 2. They took away 3 episodes, which is why this is automatically an inferior product. Not only that, but I compared the quality-wise between this and the original Amazon DVD, and this one did not look as good as the Amazon DVD did. And this is, these are DVDs that have, this is, I hate to do this because I'm so sensitive with my disc. These are the DVDs that have, sorry, I'm just very OCD with my Drake Bell disc that's signed. I really don't like to take it out that much. These are the DVDs that have the clear, background. This is not a DVD-R DVD. This is a real DVD here. But even though, my 2008 release has the purple background hue and is a DVD-R, it was better quality than this. So that's why that DVD wins. Not only that, but this one is missing 3 episodes, Pilot, Doom Buggy, and Number One Fan. Number One Fan, that's the big reason why you'll see later on why that DVD is fantastic. You can get Pilot and Doom Buggy on the Suddenly Brothers DVD, and VHS, but be warned that some of the music in those releases are changed and not the originals, but the only original is with the Best Seasons 1 and 2 original DVDs. So this one just is, it's inferior. It's an inferior product, so this is definitely at the bottom of the list as far as 100% Drake and Josh DVD mainstream releases. Coming up next is Suddenly Brothers. One of the main reasons why this one's not, on the better side of my list is because of the music changes in Pilot and Doom Buggy. If they kept the originals in there, I probably would have had this DVD be one of the best ones they ever had. This is still a great DVD nonetheless. And I really am going to be looking forward to the day that I can finally put that beautiful insert on this side and complete my DVD set here, because that insert is missing. And once I can find that insert and stick it right in here with the Amanda Show releases for Volume 1 and 2, and maybe 3, I don't know, I can finally say I have a complete Suddenly Brothers set. But, the fact that they changed around the music for Pilot and Doom Buggy, and then you have 2 other episodes which are available on other DVDs. The Never Before Seen outtakes is the best part of this DVD set, for sure. But just the fact that they changed around that music, I'm sorry, I can't have it be on the better side of the DVDs. Coming up next here is Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. This was a really good movie. But just like with the not with Suddenly Brothers, oh my god. Just like with the Go Hollywood VHS, this DVD only has the movie on here. There are no bonus features on this DVD set, even though supposedly they say on Amazon, that there's a special feature for Jingle Bells. Unless the guy who sold me this DVD swapped out the DVD with an original one that didn't have this little thing on the back. there is no special feature for anything else except for the movie. And another thing that's bothered me about this particular DVD release that Go Hollywood at least had, there's not even a scene selection. You can't even. It's not like, if there's a. I can't talk right now. If there's a specific scene from Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh that you want to watch, you're gonna have to play the movie and fast forward the movie until you get to the part you want to be at. There is no scene selection. It's just play movie, and that kind of sucks. That really kind of sucks. And this is the uncommon one. This is the one that is not in distribution anymore for Amazon. Amazon now does a DVD-R release for this DVD with the purple hue, not the clear background. Earlier copies of this release had the clear copy, which I bought this on eBay earlier this year or last year, or I can't even remember. I think earlier this year. Because I hate the DVD-Rs. I really do. I'm not a fan of them. But, it's still a good movie nonetheless. This is the last production they ever did for Drake and Josh. They did this 2 years after they had already finished shooting season 4. Dan Schneider said, hey, it dawned on me we never did a Christmas episode. Why don't we all get back together and do, a Christmas episode? So a lot of the main actors, Craig, Eric, Mindy, Helen, a bunch of other characters came back for this production, which was in the summer of 2008. They did this movie 2 years after production had already wrapped up, and this was it. They never did another Drake and Josh feature ever again. So this is pretty nostalgic. But like I said, there's no special features. There's no scene selection. That sucks. But I will put this over Suddenly Brothers, because at least with the movie, there's no edits. It's the full unedited movie. So that's why it's better than Suddenly Brothers, the DVD, in my opinion. Coming up next here is Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, the movie on DVD. This is one of the better ones of the series. Not only the fact that you have a scene selection for this DVD, even though, there's not many, they could have had more scene selections on there if they wanted to, but they at least gave you something. Not only that, but, they have exclusive episodes to this DVD. Now, you can get the exclusive episodes, Helen's Surgery and Mindy's Back, digitally. They are available digitally, but if you want those episodes in a physical DVD mainstream copy, this was the only way you can get those episodes for Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, the movie, would be with the DVD. You couldn't get it on the VHS because, like I said, the VHS of this release is just the movie. But this one has a bunch of special features, including 2 bonus exclusive episodes to this DVD only. You have scene selections, exclusive episodes, Found a Way music video, you have bloopers. This was one of the better Drake and Josh DVD releases, and this one's actually not that expensive. This is much more cheaper than the VHS. Same thing with Suddenly Brothers on DVD. If you choose one over the other, please choose the DVD. Don't go out for the VHS unless A, you're a hardcore fan like I am, or B, just want to really get those, Go for the DVDs. They have more content on them. They're cheaper. They're better quality as well. But yeah, this is a must own. I mean, if you're a Drake and Josh DVD collector or fan out there and you have the money and you want to get these, I mean, like me, go after all of them. But if you want to go after only a few, this is one of the ones I highly recommend. Not that expensive, maybe around $20. Maybe you can find it less for that. Not bad. This is one of the better releases of the Drake and Josh series as far as DVDs go. Coming up next, number 2 is the best of seasons 3 and 4. This might be surprising to some of you out there. Now, season 3 is my favorite season of all time, but there's a reason why the other one's my favorite DVD of all time. Okay, but we have the best of seasons 3 and 4, 2008 Amazon release here. This one also, another reason why this is so good in my opinion is because they have my all-time favorite Drake and Josh episode on disc 2 for this series, Foam Finger, excuse me. Another thing that bothers me about the best of series sets that Amazon did is they could have chosen a lot. They could have chosen other episodes that were better than some of these on here. Like, I would have probably I would have had Alien Invasion, but I don't know why they edited that episode to shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I refuse to watch that episode on this DVD because it is so edited. I bought it digitally because it's bullshit what Amazon did. If I were to go back and change, I would get rid of Little Sibling, Megan's New Teacher, Megan's Revenge. We're Married, especially for the fact that that was already on the Teen Nick Picks 1 DVD. It was not necessary to re-release that episode again when you could have had another one that hasn't seen DVD treatment ever. Maybe I would get rid of the Dr. Phyllis show, but I love the beginning of the episode with Drake and Josh and Drake playing golf in the room. I fucking love that's one of my favorite scenes in the whole series. After that, once they get on the show with the talk host, it gets kind of but the early part of that episode's great. Maybe I would get rid of Theater Thug. I know a lot of people hate that episode. I don't hate that episode. I just don't. And Girl Power I'd probably also get rid of as well. I would have put, you know, like Josh is Done, The Demonator, what other episodes? Really Big Shrimp. Let's see. You know, there's better episodes from seasons 3 and 4 that Amazon could have chose for this DVD. They chose some of the least best of, which is kind of weird that, you know, whatever. But, you know, I will at least give them the benefit of the doubt that they at least included Foam Figure. And this is also the clear DVDs, not the DVD-Rs, which you'll see in a minute. So, and my copy also has the embedded into the actual laser itself for each disc, which I think is completely badass. So yeah, the discs move around because, of course, I'll have to straighten them out. But this one can run you a lot of money. This is very hard to find. This is actually probably harder than the Best Season 1 and 2 original, which you all know is coming next. Even though all these episodes from Season 3 and 4 are available digitally, this still runs for a lot of money. And I think the reason why it runs for a lot of money is because, this is, you know, the one and only release of Drake and Josh Best Season 3 and 4. They never did a re-release like Australian did. So that probably helped the Best Season 1 and 2 go down a little bit because people could access it for cheaper with that DVD. And the later seasons of Drake and Josh were very popular also with fans as well. So that's some of the reasons why this one can run for a lot of money. Sorry, my voice is kind of wore out because I haven't done one of these videos for this long in a long time. And you all know what number one is. As far as my favorite Drake and Josh release out there content-wise, this one without a doubt is the best. And that is the original Amazon 2008 DVD. And the main reason why this one takes the cake out of all the other DVDs is because number one fan is on this DVD set, and you can only get number one fan if you buy the original set. You cannot find it digitally. You cannot find it on any other DVD set. Now, can you get it bootleg? Of course. And can you get it from like secondhand websites like Mega or, you know, some other? Sure, but those are not guaranteed to last forever. This will last forever as long as you keep your disc in good shape, aka Blu-ray player. Then this episode will last you forever. Now, you know, one day I am hoping and praying that I can find the original release of the best seasons 1 and 2 for a good price. That doesn't have the purple hue on the background. And before you all go bitching about how the disc condition is, I got it like this, but it doesn't matter because all the content still works, which I've learned to accept over the years. Anyways, you know, this clearly is the winner of all the DVDs out there for Drake and Josh. Not only the fact they have an exclusive episode to this DVD set only, you can find it nowhere else. They also have Pilot and Doom Buggy on this DVD set as well, with the original songs. So with this DVD set, you also get the original Dig In when Josh is learning karate, and then when Drake and Josh are in the Doom Buggy, you get the original music that was on the premiere episode that came out in 2004. In this 2008 DVD release set, I don't know what happened in the almost 2 years after it premiered on television when the Suddenly Brothers set came out, that there were some copyright issues that they couldn't use that music, so they had to change it. But for some reason, Amazon was able to get the rights to the original songs, and they put it on this DVD set. And then just the fact that they had that episode on here, which is an exclusive, you can't find it digitally anywhere else, that takes the cake as the best Drake and Josh DVD out of all of them content-wise. So yeah, that definitely is number one. All right, well, I probably will do the Amanda Show DVDs and VHSs and stuff like that in the future. I have not watched all the episodes yet with them on them, but I've watched a few, and this is pretty much it. Now I have to, put these all back and make sure they're in, good position, whatever, because I like the DVDs to be straight. I hate when they're, upside down or whatever. That's just me. That's the OCD in me. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Drake and Josh is back on the channel for good. And I will say another thing. If you stuck it all the way to the end of the video, you are a true one. And I will also, not only will I be putting the Zoe 101 DVD that I did for this, as well, I will also be putting in a link in the description below to a video that was released either today or yesterday, depending on when this video comes out. I'm hoping to get it up by late tonight, but it may not come out till tomorrow, which tomorrow would be the 5th. Yeah, yeah. So either this video is coming out late October 4th or October 5th. But Jeremy did an unboxing on his Nickelodeon Nostalgia Fan channel because his birthday was September 12th, and I sent him the Drake and Josh CD because I found one on eBay for like maybe $5 or less, and then $5 maybe to ship it out to him, so like maybe a little less than $10 in total that I spent on him. And the only reason I did that for two reasons only. One, because it was his birthday and I wanted to get him something cool. And two, it was so cheap. I said, why not? He's been a great guy. So go check out that video. That unboxing video will also be in the link description below. Now, that video, I will say, is very quick, and it doesn't actually have him talking at all. And the reason why is because he tends to have a very busy household with family and friends and stuff like that. So there's usually a lot of people in his house. Now, I don't know, who lives in his house or whatever, because, he doesn't tell me, but he tells me that, a lot of people are there all the time. So he just made a video, including some 8-bit music and some subtitles and stuff like that. It's a quick video, but I think you guys should still go check it out and subscribe to him as well. Anyways, oh man, we are almost 30 minutes in. This is definitely going to take a while to upload. This has been Childhood DVD Fan. So long, everyone.